Star Wars Season 7, Episode 4 has come and left once again, guys. We're going to be talking about Episode 4 of the brand new episode of Star Wars Clone Wars. Now, it does pick off right where I left off. Now, the entirety of the episode is the Bad Batch along with Captain Rex, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Mace Windu. They're all trying to figure out how they can reclaim the planet for the Republic, but you have Echo comes with an idea of infiltrating one of the main ship of the Separatists and going in there and using his ability to scan different Separatist algorithms so that way he can make it look like they're an ally, and then also to dismantle droids. Now, there are parts in this where there are possible, like, okay, is Echo really on their team? Is he really still Republic, or is he a Separatist now due to him being plugged up in all those cords for so many years? So throughout the episode, there's a little bit of distrust throughout the entire team, and there's one part in the episode where Obi-Wan and Mace Windu, they infiltrate the building while the others are trying to be secretive, and I don't know why they put this in there. Well, Mace Windu tries to act like a badass, and he tries to basically say that he's killed this many amount of droids and stand down, and then you can be reprogrammed to do something good instead of all this destruction. And next thing they start blasting them, and I'm like thinking, dude, they're programmed to kill. You really think talking to them is gonna do any good? Like that I'm just like, why would they put that in there? Like either comic relief or something. But I'm like, why would they put that in there? But that's just one of my picky parts of the episode. And then also, there were cool parts of the episode where they later on find out that there's a bomb on top of, or somewhere deep in the ship, because when the leader finds out that the algorithm is being compromised, they try to do a self-destruct sequence just to be safe. But Mace Windu goes down, Echo tries to give him all the codes, and then right at the very end, they realize that the ship has been compromised. They do some type of a static to basically get Echo out of the system, and you have Trench, who is the main leader of this group. He starts telling everybody to go after them, and then they start going. Anakin's like, okay, I'm gonna go after Trench, get the last code. So he does go to Trench, and I love this because it reminded me of when you had almost like he pretty much did what he did with the leader of Geonosis at that time, where he basically says, well, if I tell you, then Dooku will kill me. And he just looks at him, he says, and you think I won't? And he says, well, you're a Jedi, you won't. So he cuts off his metal arms, and he looks at him, he says, now, let's retry this. And that just shows how Anakin's willing to do anything to get the job done. And this really does kind of show that he's still, at this time, walking on both lines. Like, he's not afraid to cross both lines, but at the same time, he is for the Republic still at this time. Then we also get to see where he gives Mace the last of the codes, and then we get to see where Trench tries to get Anakin, but Anakin stabs him right through the chest, and then he gives like an explosive, so he can give it to one of the Bad Batch, and he says he's gonna love this, and so he starts running. And what was cool is you see one part of the Bad Batch, the big dude Wrecker. He just kind of goes like wrestling mode. He just starts whopping all these droids all over the place. And then you see the one that's a sniper. He tries to go, okay, I'm going to give y'all some time. And he just starts throwing up what looks to be little devices. I did not know if this was like bombs or whatever. That's what it looked like. Or maybe static bombs or whatever. And right when that happens, when he says, well, where is he at? Here comes Anakin, while they're trying to get everybody off of the ships. Then when that happens, you see where the one that carries the sniper, he just starts shooting one, and it just bounces off of each of the ones he just did. He kills all the droids, and Wrecker's like, and then you see the leader of the Bad Batch go, don't worry, Wrecker, you'll get him next time. He says, oh no, you won't. So then Anakin gives Wrecker the bomb to the ships, and he blows up the entire ships. So the planet is now be able to be reclaimed by the Republic, but at the same time, the Bad Batch is done. They're going to be needed somewhere else possibly. So, kind of goes both sides of where the Bad Batch really belongs. Bad Batch is one of those that they come when they're needed. They're not trying to basically go back and forth of, okay, well, this is what we're going to do. So it really does. Bad Batch is one of those ones that stick around for a while as long as they need them. Then you see Echo get a surprisingly offer from the Bad Batch saying, if you don't feel like you're one of them, or you're, like basically if you're the odd one of the bunch, then look us up. And basically they're the ones that take in the weird ones, the odd ones, the ones that they don't seem to be the ones that will basically do what the Republic wants. They basically think outside the box. And Rex overhears it, tells him, I've known you for a long time. If this is what you feel like you got to do, then basically give him permission, you can do it. And so Echo thinks about it. And Echo does join the Bad Batch. And at the very end, they salute to Rex, and Rex salutes back to them. So it was a very good episode. It was a funny episode. There was some of the episode. The only part of the episode I did not like was the part with Mace Windu saying like this. And it's like, dude, for Mace Windu to say that, that's what really shocked me. Because I'm like, okay, this guy's a badass and he's going to give the droids a chance. Like, come on. That didn't make no sense to me. But overall, the episode was very entertaining. It was funny, had a lot of action, a lot of comedy. Can't wait for the next episode. But that is episode 4 of Star Wars Clone Wars Season 7. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. If you guys do, channel, subscribing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below of Star Wars Season 7 of Clone Wars thus far. What was your favorite episode? What do you guys think about the latest episode? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you on the very next one.